Hello and welcome to PM's Lounge. In this video, I am answering a question on one of our previous videos. It is by Nishit and he asks how to renew the MSP certification. Now, if you're not aware, MSP stands for Managing Successful Programs, and this is one of the certifications that is offered by PeopleCert, which also offers one of their most popular certification, that is PRINCE2. So I have both PRINCE2 and MSP, and I know the process of how to renew this certification. So I went over their website also just to ensure that I am up to date in terms of what the process looks like. And here's what we are going to discuss in this video, right? So we'll talk about the 3-year validity period. So this certification and even the other ones that are offered by PeopleCert, all of them are valid for 3 years only. We'll talk about what happens if you do not renew these certifications. There's a certification suite here which includes project, program, and portfolio management. I'll briefly mention that. We'll talk about the 3 different renewal paths that are defined by PeopleCert themselves, that you can take any of these paths to renew the certification, and then I'll give you some tips on how you can choose your renewal path. So let's start off with the 3-year validity period. So all the certifications offered by PeopleCert, including MSP, which is Managing Successful Programs, they expire after 3 years. This means your certificate has a fixed validity period measured from the date you originally passed your exam, right? Now, your renewal deadline is exactly 3 years from your original exam date. So, as an example, if you passed your MSP practitioner exam on 1st of April 2022, then your certification will expire on 1st of April 2025. That is how it works. Now, this applies to both foundation and practitioner levels of exam, because these certifications offered by PeopleCert often have a foundation level and then a practitioner level, right? So they both have the same 3-year requirement without any exceptions. You can check your specific renew by date in your PeopleCert account. There's this My Certificates tab in the account section if you go on the PeopleCert website. And I recommend that you do that right now so you know exactly when your deadline is. And when I say right now, I mean after this video. All right, so let's talk about what happens if you don't renew your certification, right? So your certification status, it changes from current to not current. This is what happens if you do not renew. And this happens once your 3-year period expires. Now, this change is visible to anyone checking your credentials in the PeopleCert directory. So you cannot claim that your certification is still current if you have not renewed it, because anyone can do a background check if they wanted to. Now, you remain in the PeopleCert registry, but you will be flagged as someone whose certification needs renewal. So your name does not disappear, but your status will clearly show that your credential is not current. Now, the achievement stays on your record permanently. It doesn't disappear, but it will show as lapsed. The fact that you earned the certification in the past is never erased from your histories. That is something that you should also consider. Now, employers and clients, they may question the relevance of an expired credential, because it means that you might not be up to date with what's happening in the world of project management, because your certification has expired. You did not do the studies or did not earn the CPDs that are required. These are basically the paths to renewal, which we will discuss in a while, right? So if you are using your MSP certification professionally, a lapsed status raises red flags about whether your knowledge reflects the current best practices and current methodologies. Now, if you do let it lapse and want to regain your current status, let's say later, you will need to retake the full exam. And there's no shortcut, there is no waiver option on this. So you cannot simply pay a renewal fee without demonstrating that you actually have current knowledge. Now, let's talk about project, program, and portfolio management suite. So MSP, the Managing Successful Programs certification, this is one certification within this suite. We are talking about this PPP management suite, right? Even Prince2 is a certification, just one certification within this suite. Now, this is the entire suite is offered by PeopleCert, of course, and it's not the only certification in this category. MSP, Prince2, these are not the only certification in this category. There are several others as well. So this also includes Prince2, we talked about Prince2 Agile. There's MSP, MOR, MOV, MOP, P3O. All of these, right, are all grouped together because they address different aspects of project, program, and portfolio management. Now, all certifications share the same renewal rules and deadlines. So all certifications in this suite, right, they have the same renewal rules and same deadlines. So whether you hold MSP, Prince2, or any combination of these, the 3-year validity and renewal paths apply equally to all of these certifications. Now, if you hold multiple certifications, which is the case with me because I have both Prince2 and MSP, and this is also common amongst many senior program managers, what these people can do is that they can share a unified renewal strategy. You don't need to manage each one separately as if it were isolated certification, right? So you can have a share unified renewal strategy. Now, what happens, what that means is that your people cert plus membership and CPD points, they apply across the entire suite. This means if you are, let's say, logging CPD points for MSP, those same points can count towards renewing your Prince2 or any other certification that you hold, right? So CPD, think of CPD as PDUs from the PMI world, right? So similarly, you have CPD in the PeopleCert world, and whatever CPDs that you earn can be applied to the multiple certifications that you may hold within this suite. Now, let's talk about the renewal paths, right? So there are 3 renewal paths. The first one is you retake the same exam. So you sit for the exact same MSP or Prince2 exam that you originally passed, whether it's foundation or practitioner, whatever it is. You are not going to take a different exam. You are retaking the one that you have passed before. Now, you must pass the exam before your 3-year deadline expires. So there's no extension if you miss the deadline by a day or a month, right? It is a hard cutoff. Now, passing immediately extends your certification for another 3 years. Now, the moment you receive your passing score, your renew by date shifts forward by 3 years automatically. Now, this is the most straightforward and structured renewal option because you know exactly what you need to do, right? You study the material, you register for an exam slot, you take the test, and you are again done for the next 3 years. Now, this is best suited for those who want to prove their knowledge through assessment. So if you prefer the structure of studying for and passing an exam over any other renewal methods, then this path is actually ideal for you. The second renewal path is to take another suite exam, right? So we talk about the entire suite, right? So you can take any certification exam within the project, program, and portfolio management suite before your deadline. So you're not limited to, let's say, retaking the MSP, right? You have other options from this certification suite available to you. So your other suite options include Prince2, Prince2 Agile, MOR, MOV, MOP, P3O, all these certifications, right? So any exam from any of these certifications counts as a valid renewal path for your MSP. So that's another way of encouraging you to go for another certification offered by PeopleCert itself. Now, passing any of these exam renews all certifications you hold in that suite, right? So if you hold both MSP and Prince2, and then you pass the Prince2 Agile exam, both your MSP and Prince2 certifications get renewed for 3 years simultaneously. So this is again an excellent choice if you want to expand your professional certifications portfolio. Rather than just renewing what you have, you are also adding a new credential that complements your existing ones. Now, your renewal date is going to extend across your entire suite. So all your suite certifications align to the same renew by date based on when you passed the most recent certification exam. Okay, let's talk about the third path, which is the CPD route. And I mentioned how CPD is same as PDUs from PMI. So renewing your certifications by maintaining a People Cert Plus subscription and logging CPD points. These are called CPD points. So this is a different approach than taking an exam. It's about documenting your ongoing personal development. So you have People Cert Plus membership, which costs 10 euros per month or 99 euros per year. You should check the latest figures, latest rates, and latest membership cost on your specific area as well. Now, depending on whether you prefer to pay monthly or yearly, this is the cost that I was able to find. Now, over a 3-year renewal cycle, you are looking at 300 euros total. Now, you must log 20 CPD points every year for 3 consecutive years, totaling the 60 CPD points over the full renewal cycle. So this is not a one-time submission, right? It is an annual requirement. So you must have 20 CPD points logged every single year. So it's not like 60 CPD in just 1 year and you're done for the next 2 years, right? So because you met the 60 CPD for 3 years requirement, that is not how it works. Now CPD can come in 3 categories. You have professional experience, which is minimum 5 year, you have education, and you have community. Now, how does this work? Professional experience, which is basically applying best practices at work, coaching colleagues or mentoring others. Then you have professional education, which includes, training courses, webinars, and reading, with 1 point equaling 1 hour of effort, right? So one CPD point is equals to 1 hour of the effort spent on these activities that we are talking about. Then there's community, right? This is the third CPD category, which is community. Now, community covers presenting at conferences, volunteering on committees, or contributing to discussion forums. So remember, you must have a minimum of 5 points per year from professional experience. So that's the minimum that you can actually have, 5 per year. Now, let's talk about how your annual CPD submission must be completed by your exam date anniversary each year. So if you passed your exam again on 1st of April, your 20 CPD points for that year. So if you passed on 1st of April 2022, 20 CPD points must be submitted by 1st of April 2023, right? If you miss that deadline, and those points, they cannot be carried forward to the next year, basically, right? So if you miss, you missed. Now, after 3 consecutive years of CPD submission, your renew by date automatically extends for another 3 years. So you don't need to do anything. The system is going to handle this automatically when you complete year 3, your third year. And your CPD cycle is going to repeat if you want to follow this path. So those are the 3 paths that we have. You have the exam route, you have the suite exam, and then you have the CPD route. So exam route is basically taking the same exam once again. Suite exam is basically taking another certification from this suite, the portfolio program project management suite. And then there's CPD route, where you are basically documenting 20 CPDs every year, right? So this is something that needs to be done every year, by the way. So that's all that we had in this video. I would like to remind you about our VIP Pass. This is our YouTube membership program. You get access to loads of members exclusive videos as well as premium project management courses. There are collaboration opportunities. You also have an opportunity to have a virtual consultation with me. So definitely a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of our subscribers are also our VIP Pass holders. So hit that join button and join us today. That's all that I had in this video. I hope you got value out of it. Please hit that like button. It helps us stay motivated and create more free content for you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll definitely get back. Keep learning. Check out our other videos. Definitely consider subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.